everyone and welcome to Yena live stream and hi there Adrian, hi Caper, what are you doing? It's so late. It is so unbelievably late, what are you doing? Hi there everyone, hi. I have started quite a couple of videos recently. I've got to work on so many Hydrox gaming as well. I've got to work to so many videos. I've just started all of them. And goodness gracious me. Today... Well, today we'll need to work on a whole bunch of them. No other way to do it. There's unfortunate times I think I might stay up at that. I mean, reasonable, hey. It's not like, listen, I'm not questioning how. I know how to stay up late. What questioning is just weird for me. It's all the people in my time zone. Hold on. So, I'm not gonna lie. I mainly, I just want to work a bit. It's not weird. It's not weird. It's just, I just don't really have anything else to do. European ghosts leave. It's weird. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. Oh, hold on. Let me all show you what I did with Remco before the live stream. Well, actually, I can't show you what I did with Remco, but I can show you what I did for what I did with Remco. It was so funny. It was like, we voice chatted for a while. We were planning the video and the live stream that's going to be on this Sunday. And I have made possibly one of my favorite set of geometry notes I've ever made. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Just remove the curves for a second. This right here is called difficult. That's what it's called. Hide the Ninja as well. I thought that make it was very close to unit. I mean, the iLog is. Again, we're actually presumably going 20 minutes. Assuming the point bit ended. I have that timing, Caper. I have that timing. But yeah, this right here is what I did. This is gonna be the visual aid for explaining the Lagrangian, and I have to be honest. I am quite pleased with how this turned out, because basically, we can take this sphere, and you can pop it right here on top of a hill, right? And then what we can do is we can just play it. And the sphere will roll down the hill until it finds, well, most likely a local minima. And then on the side right here, which you can see, this is the graph of the energy of the sphere. And just keep, as you can see right now, it's flat because the ball will roll down the lowest point. But you can move it around somewhere like right, let's just say right here, for example. There we go. And then there we go. Oh yeah, and can keep rolling even though the surface ends there. It just keeps rolling. Isn't that fun? It took, I wouldn't say a lot of time, but it took a lot of, well, it only took like 2 hours, or maybe 3, but it took a lot of Blender knowledge. It was rough. Hi, the generic person. So yeah, that's, and this is a Flame is a channel, playing channel where we plot the funny something uploaded. You never know. Yeah, that is why we were in plotting channel, indeed. That is in fact why we were in the plotting channel. I would like to fix this though, because I don't really like that line. That line, I don't like how it's sticking out. Oh, that's why it's sticking out. Oh, bollocks. I'm such an idiot. Yes, that's why it's sticking out. Ah, what would be the position of the sphere? Right here, this, then attribute statistic, and then vector math combine XYZ, X, y, and then the z will have to be multiplied by 1, and then minimum maximum doesn't really matter. No, wait, separate. I'm an idiot. So it has to be separate. There we go. Damn it, that was also wrong. Why are you wrong? Oh yeah, because I didn't plug another with the right position. Yeah. Fixed. Now it's a proper graph. Messed by Olo about plotting. Yeah, I know, it was about the plotting channel. Yeah, well, what do you think Olo was referencing? Olo was referencing the plotting channel. There's a plotting channel on the Discord server where I joined in specifically to plot things. Now this is so much though. But yeah, I've done it. And so now I can... What's more, this also works for any arbitrary function. I feel like a 5-year-old showing off what my macaroni art right now, but I mean, it's pretty fucking good macaroni art, so you can all suck it. Because right here, I can just vary it up to whatever I want. What's even more, I can have it fucking animate, because I'm a professional. Look at it. And now let's place the ball somewhere like more near the middle, like this. Now watch this. Like this, and there we go. Ta-da! It's rolling down! But then the entire environment is changing around it. And so it's pushing it up. And so as it's changing, all of a sudden it finds it on the peak and it's rolling back down. Oh, I am so good at what I do. Can you share the blend file? Where would you like me to share it? I shan't share it yet. For the secret it holds are not yet to be revealed. Once I make a video on this, I will share it. And then you can just look back and you can right here see the energy, well, the height of the ball, it would be energy. Hidden, if it actually exists. Hidden? Is it? What do you mean? Is it really hidden? The plotting channel? You're a patron, for goodness sake! Wait, can Giver tier patrons not join that channel? Huh. Give it to your patrons might not be able to join that channel. I think you need to be a contributor or a patron. Okay, patrons have access to the intern booth. Can a contributor join that channel? Oh, what kind of... Damn it, you got me now looking through the permissions. As a philanthropist, there was no plotting either. Oh yeah, apparently it's only for the scientists. Huh? Why is it only for the scientists? How to scientists? Well, scientists is for people like Remco or Flame. That's the scientist. Hold on, I can fix that. I can give it to philanthropist. Can view channel. Can connect. There we go. Save changes. Now contributor can view channel. Can connect. Save changes. Do I want to go below contributor? That's a good question because that's a plotting channel. Can you make the graph length normalized at the total length of the side of the model? Yes, I can. Remember me upside downing my friend's base? Well, he liked it because I on the walls and found it funny, so he's keeping that way. Now I have another friend. I'm glad they liked it. Fami tracker. What's Fami tracker? You look lonely. I can fix that. I did say no. Wait, no, I didn't say that. Someone said that to me. I'm not quite a person, hologramish. But I mean, look at this fucking thing. It's amazing. It's incredible. It eats up my entire graphics card, but you know, such is the price. And then on the side, you can see the energy that the ball represents. It keeps going. It will go forever. Oh, look at this. Absolute goofball. This ball of goof. Just rolling down. This is the other half of my upside down story. I can't see the other half, Adrian. I can only see the first half. Sisyphus graph. It's the opposite Sisyphus. I can turn it into a Sisyphus graph if you want. I could have the ball rolling up instead of rolling down. Initially, I messed up the minus, so it was rolling up. Oh, it was so incredible when it actually rolled up, because it's wild. Can you normalize it? I already said yes. X Gaming. Goodness gracious me. Pay attention. Why I sent directly afterwards? Adrian! I don't know what you want from me. I'm in live chat already, so... I'm assuming first half. You telling me that I missed the second half. You asking me why. As you can see, none of those are in fact Adrian. I don't have the answer for you of why. That is not for me to decide. So yeah, so basically, now, well, mean the birds. Okay, here's the thing. Many videos, as I mentioned, I have started. Quite a few indeed. And so, today I did like to get at least some of the work done on some of them. And for that, I need to think. I give them chart checkups. They give them chart checkups, you say. Hold on, let me see. What gives them the chart checkups? I mean, I'm aware of the GIF. I don't see the relevance. YouTube just hates upside downing bases, apparently. It happens. YouTube eats comments sometimes. It's hungry, you know? It does get hungry. Okay. The videos we have to... You know what? Screw it. We're gonna do random name. Take a Wheel of Fortune. So, Musk. That's the first one. Then we have the timer. Then we have waves. Then we have... I suppose there isn't really much else for me to do for the... Actually, no. No, there is. Sunday. Stream. Video. Then visualization vid. Is there anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. And then actually also have a shitpost, which I'm gonna add, because we always need to add one silly thing that the circle is definitely gonna land on. And stop with your bilateral. Sunday stream video, which means what we need to do is actually quite interesting-ish. Lower expectations. That's because what we need to do is... So I'm gonna play myself some music. Because I'm not drinking coffee now. All I have left in my life is music to wake me up. And in this case, what we need to do is we need to make a room. There we go. We need a make it animated version of the meme in live voice chat. Oh, what have you sent this time? I've already... Caper. Why do they call it an oven? I never understood. Alright. Oh, whoops. Wait, this should be 2, this should be like 3? No, -3. 1. Splendid. Not splendid. 80. Yeah, fine. Might as well. What we need to do is we need to make a cozy room. We need to make a cozy room, which actually will be a bit more tricky than I thought. There's require a fair bit of planning. Huh. What version of Blender are you using? 4.4.1. No. Shall I spoil it at least a bit? Oh, I think I shall. I think it's height. Actually, no, I don't have to. I can just use the table. Yes. Oh, I'm going to be so sneaky. I'm going to be so sneaky. There we go. The table works. We need a table to place down, just as a reference. Yeah, so table will be right about right here, I'd say. There we go. It looks fine. I should really treat just big times like this about big times. Make it see around. Am I very sure if in 2025? Well, I'm excited for that, but you know, don't push it. Don't worry, there's no pressure that caper. And also, good night. Have a good one. See ya. And in this case, what we would need is, it's gonna be simple work, honestly. It's gonna be just making a cozy room. How hard could it be? Not vertices. There we go. 1.75. Because why not? Then floor. I already have a floor texture. Okay, gotcha. Understood. Wall. Brilliant. Let's get to it then. I'm gonna go chip chopping or something. Goodbye, good night. Alright, bye Adrian, have a good one. It could be a famous last words. I want to try Vertex Colors to a 3D engine as a list of float, but I did 3 times less than needed. Just random shit. And the Vertex Colors to a 3D engine as a list of float? I don't know what you mean. Would you like try to pass 3 floats as a color? Because that should work. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember exactly how I did the colors in Vulkan. That's because you had to like do the whole pipeline mess. The colors as RGB. I did only R. So you just did a single float. Yeah, a single float will just be a single color. That's because it's a single number. RGB have 3 numbers. You do need 3. What do you mean OBS Studio disconnected? Reconnect then. Jeez, amateurs. I'm surrounded by amateurs. Give me this real quick. I'm the only person watching. That might be. As I mentioned, it's pretty late at night. We don't need to match it perfectly, we just need to match it kind of. good enough. There we go. Placement on the west side of the planet, so it's not night. Yes, but the vast majority of people watching my live streams are in fact European. Anything else we need? No, not really. This should be already accurate enough. Now what I'd like to do is... That's a good question. Do I mayhaps have anywhere in my wide repositories of Alexandrian libraries of knowledge, would I happen to have a model of a fireplace? Or is that beyond my capabilities? So, medieval castle kit. Well, shouldn't a castle kit have fireplace? Oh, like that kind of castle kit. Yeah, that is. I was thinking more like insides. Okay, gotcha, understood. Viking tables and benches? Would you happen to have maybe no, just tables and benches? Well, if anything is not false advertising. What GPU do you have? RTX 50 something, I think. I don't remember. I used to have an RTX 3060, but now I upgraded, and I don't remember what I upgraded to. Checking task manager. I think 5060, if I'm not mistaken. RTX 5060. Yeah, none of the ones I can find appear to have anything to do. Ancient, maybe? I just have an ancient stone segment. That is not it. Well, worst case scenario, we're gonna have to make ourselves a campfire. Bit of a waste of time, but oh well, such is life. Alright, first things first, the floors. Also, first things first, let's add some light. Can't see anything in here. Jeez. And Radiant, cool. Colossal waste of time is how I would describe it, but fine. I don't mind. Colossal waste of time is kind of like the whole tying theme of this channel. I do believe this wood texture is fine. I get it because it's a wood fine dark. But the issue is that it's a bit too blunt often. Yeah, it's a bit mild. Where'd you get the textures from? Hard to say. I've had them for years. Somewhere on the internet. There are a whole bunch of places with just random free textures you can get. There we go, that's not bad. I have to say, the displacement on the bricks is a bit... it's a bit... well, it's a bit much, if anything. Okay, yeah, that should be enough. Alright. This is gonna be a holy wall of text. Most of them are, as most of them tend to be. I think I should put it even lower and tilt it even higher up, like so. Because that would make a lot more sense. Yup, and then... Hi, the skit, how you doing? Let's make a well, not campfire, fireplace. I didn't simulate some fires. Just to, well, that's the main thing. What do fireplaces look like? I'm glad to hear you're doing good. What do fireplaces look like? Okay, I'm imagining more something like this. That's relatively simple-ish. Just a block. Is that really? That's comically simple. Convenient. That's truly comically simple. Stone, then we're gonna have metal, and metal is going to be exclusively on this. Then this right here is going to be glass. And then we'll have to make the insides. You make a choice your search history. I don't have a search history because I don't have any cookies saved on my Firefox. I have, what kind of stone do I have? Cliff jagged. That looks like something, but I don't think that looks a bit. That just looks like a cliff. That's not really the right kind of stone. Unless you can go to the browser and click Control H. No, I cannot because I don't have any metadata saved in my browser. Could make this work. If we take reflection, if we take this. So then texture coordinate. I'm gonna need one of them to be. Oh, this is displacement. Perfect. Displacement. I'm sorry, what is up with you? Why are you like this? Why can't you just unwrap? Or can you unwrap? What is the problem here exactly? Why are you unwrapping that way? That is such a silly way for you to unwrap. I wouldn't consider this to be smart UV unwrapping. Quite silly if you ask me. That's not an unwrapping problem. Even though it should be. Oh, what even is that problem then? Oh shit. Why is it just top down? I don't wanna deal. Hide, Black Thunder! The bot eating my French roll. Did it again. Hold on. Give me a second, I'm fixing it. There we go. If you're because you do it from one angle. If I do it from the view, then it's gonna be angled, which is not what I want. Genuinely, what is the problem in this case? I am thrilled to find out because these right here. Excusez-moi. Pardon my French, but what kind of bullshit is this? Okay, UV. Makes sense. Now, what do we want? We want mapping. Do you think y plus should be the y-axis? I'm fine with it being, with the up axis being the z-axis. It makes sense because then if you look at something down, it's a plane. And then you add z by adding the up and down. It makes sense when you're looking down at a piece of paper that has x and y, and then the third dimension is z. Okay, now the issue here is obviously they can't be just rock and stone. It can't just be rock and stone. It has to be more. It has to be more. So in this case, we're going to have some fun with this. We need the brick. And we need the brick to be reasonable. That is, we cannot just have clear-cut brick. So noise texture. Or maybe Voronoi? We could actually, I think, pull it off of Voronoi as well. If I take Voronoi, I mean, maybe. Okay, right here we're just trying to do... That's a good question. What are we trying to achieve exactly? I would imagine we want to clamp it first. Yes. We want it to be as noisy as possible. We could also... You should put the art from the Discord on the wall. What wall? You said the wall. I'm... Which wall? You mean these walls? There we go, this is something. Now we do math, multiply. Something, but it could be so much better. Another question. Well, it looks like garbage still. Ah, screw it, what am I doing here? I'm wasting time for absolutely no reason. Absolutely no need. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna just blur the background. Yeah. In fact, I actually like that idea. Does the reference get blurry? It is not. Okay. Well, in that case, we need some kind of object that will sit roughly where the table is. We can focus on. There we go. I like it. I do like it. Only the H at the bottom cares where I work. Did you send another comment that got deleted, or is that just without context? Because that feels context heavy. It feels like there is a story behind it. The context is coming. Oh, I see. Okay. And then glass. And then we could simulate fire, but that's not a great idea. Mainly because it would be just very resource heavy for no reason. So instead I'm going to do something different. Where's all my footage of fire? Where's all my footage of fire? That's so much. Do I need to use the old footage of fire? Oh, that's ridiculous. To be fair, I don't really use much of the footage of fire in my videos. I just set things on fire. It is that much easier. The language is so very coarse and crude. I've learned enough slurs to alphabetize them. Okay, but we need to make our own kind of fire because for the life of me, I don't have any stock footage of fire. It's just brilliant. That's not what I wanted at all. I genuinely thought this would be the boundary. Okay, well, in that case... In that case, this. It would be that much easier at least, because, well, we have it confined. Very often you have the fire that can escape, and then it's just very annoying. I've got like a whoa, Black Thunder! It's not fucking hell, mate. Don't say it like that. Absolutely fucking awful. Okay. Do I say that then? Fucking don't! I was in a club recently with someone and I was conversing with them and all of a sudden they turned to me like, I don't mean to be racist, but to which I just said, fucking stop there, don't continue. Just say I don't mean to be racist and let's move on. Let's talk about, I don't know, the social economic problems that could affect the global war due to climate change. So I don't know. Let's change the topic of conversation. I don't mean to be racist. Don't say that sort of thing. I got 42 for French people. See, say something like that. That's much better. Can I just do it for emission strength? Well, it doesn't seem to be emitting much. Oh yeah, because it's not baked at all. Brilliant. And I remember usually density has to be like crazy high in order for this to work. Maybe 100s. Alright, good start. I never remember if I do it always with temperature or if I do it with flame. Okay. I think it went red. This then yellow, right? No. I think that was with flame. Yes. But then this yellow is green yellow, which is completely wrong. That's way off. 3-1 is a little better. Not really. Listen, I accept a win against French people, right? They got it coming. British perchance as well. Approved them up. Okay, in this case, let's multiply it by something a bit higher, like, I don't know, 50. Or it is backwards. But backwards also looks weird. I think red is supposed to be just on the very tip. So red is supposed to be yellow, that's so bright. Yeah, I would say that's fine. And then all we need to do is render like, we'll have like 200 of them. Because we're gonna do from 50 to 250, so actually 250. But for now, let's do 50, just because I would like, to see how much better it can be. I'm actually making a robot with FTC in America. What's FTC? I get the idea of making a robot. Neat. Okay, so absolute flames of Mordor right there. But let's have it dissolve, first of all. Second of all, let's add the noise. We're not animals. First tech challenge. Oh, I see. No, 5 isn't enough. Actually, it's the one. Let's have it dissolve instantly. If it's slow dissolve, might as well. My GPU after I put up a new game. My GPU is in at me because of the things. My GPU is glad to see me gaming. Because then it doesn't have to do normal things. Alright, might have overdone it. 3. We could also lower the speed. Yeah. Increase dissolve, lower this. Actually, no, that wouldn't really be it. It's not bad, but it's still way too goddamn large. Fortunately, change this and lower this to time scale 5, right? Yeah, and then just do it 2. CGI lamps use real electricity and produce real light. Shut up. Robot revolver thing. Like a revolver that's a robot, or robot with a or something else entirely. That could be a bit fast, actually. I might have overdone it. Yeah, I have. Fine. I actually don't hate this. I don't hate this though. Bake! Oh, damn it, I baked to 50 again. No, don't bake to 50. Also, I kind of am now taking the idea of putting more art in there, but then what I would have to do, first of all, let's zoom out a bit. What I could do is I could just have like a whole bunch of... I could have the Chad make it, for example. There we go. So it has a revolving mechanism in it that sorts colored boards and put them into shielding mechanism. Oh, I see. That's neat. And make it black hole. I could also do make it black hole, but I like the idea of a Chad make it simply because it's so vain. Hold on, where do I even have the Chad make it? That's a good question. I don't remember where I have the Chad make it. Background, not mistaken. There we go. Never mind. I do remember where I have the Chad make it. Why did the 5 did just go... Oh yeah, because we stopped simulating it, I remember now. Yeah, you can't... I absolutely cannot see that's a Chad make it. Oh, maybe. It's just not enough space back there. No, but the fireplace can't be off-center. That would be terrible. Unless we put something else right here to balance it out. Or unless we just make the campfire smaller. Why do I keep calling it a campfire? It's a fireplace. Damn it, I can't fit the entire Chad make it onto the wall. I'm gonna need to... We're gonna need to slice our Chad in half. I love the idea of there just being like a shrine. Over the fireplace. Oh, that's also a good one. Oh, that's actually also a good idea. Hold on. Zero. Okay, but the thing is, if we're gonna do it like that, it has to be elegant. It can't just be like a sheet of paper. Oh, that... No. Funny, but no. Very funny, but no. It's actually inverted. Oh, inversion once. It needs like more texture. That's the thing. this this fireplace is sponsored by this plate. Oh goodness, no. Mm-mm. Maybe. Just looks like a PNG. I think the reason why is because the scene is just too empty in general, and we just need more things. I do think we just need more things in general. Verdant color of both of a reason. I could do that. Let's see, what do I have? Please. I'm sorry, Skid, but there is a hierarchy. If I'm gonna include some other art other than the maker, which I probably might, then unfortunately it will have to be all matter. That I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I just abide them, you know? I just enforce them violently. Table. Okay, what kind of tables do I have? I have the typical... No, we need like a smarter kind of table. Oh, that's an interesting table. Why is it... Okay, OBJ. I think this is stylish. I like it. Okay, 1 additional 0. Apply scale. Apply rotation. That's stylish. Yes, that is what we're looking for. Okay, in this case, they have the same one. That's nice at least. So what you need is this. Why are you still pitch black? Right, let's reset the principal BSDF because I'm skeptical. I'm also skeptical of this now because that doesn't look right. Oh no. I mean, I do have wood bump at least, so... Jeez, that's violent. What happened? Honestly. Not that much. This one I'm going to use for roughness actually, but inverted obviously. Alright. Why OBJ calls for wavefront? The secrecy of quantum mechanics thing. The big quantum mechanics secretly invented the OBJ file. Okay, this is perfect now because we can... Oh no, not merge at center. Not that at all. I know now what we're going to do. We're going to have this table right here in the corner. Beautiful. We're going to have this on the other side. That's gonna be so dumb. Actually, because this not enough space, right? It would look way too small. That's 90. Okay. All right. Now what I would like is a glass. I would like to make a simple dummy glass. It doesn't actually have to look much like a glass because it's only going to be dummy glass. That's because glass will be the thing, but then we're going to have whiskey, and whiskey is going to be still. This only has to be dummy glass, so it can look a bit funky. The bigger question is, will it be visible at all? Yeah, that would be impossible to take for what it is. Okay, so if I up this to a 3, then we're then starting to have all the problems. Why is everything green? Chloro, whatever it's called. Okay. I have an idea, much better idea of what I want to do right here. I think it's going to be much better. But first, I have a carpet. What do you mean I have a carpet? What's my carpet even look like? Carpet? What does an even carpet model even look like? That's a grid. I don't mean to be like, that's just a grid. I mean, brilliant idea. I'm gonna add a carpet now, but I don't want the carpet to be just this simple. Okay. What do we have? We have animals, we have an apple. Inside of an apple, we obviously have a banana, because that's how it works. Atoms, axe, brilliant. Ball, basketball, makes sense. We have a bear. Hold on, because this is actually good. I want this bear. I want this bear now. Hold on. Oh wait. No, we're not using it with a rig. We're not insane. I'm trying to make like a, you know, just like a comically sophisticated place with some clear red flags. And I just feel like a bear's head sticking out the wall screams sophisticated. But hold on, because that's just a bear, but I feel like we should. It fits. It fits. I didn't even start adding funny bits to it, but it already fits. I think, if anything, if we have a bear, it needs something silly. And the only silly thing I can imagine for a bear to have is its jaw slightly more propped open. And needs to be holding definitely something in its jaw, but we'll get to that in a second. First, we also have a bed, which is a bed. We have a bell. We have a bike, bed, boat, bottles. That's a beer bottle. What's a glass bottle? What is a glass bottle? You look like this. It's funny, not gonna lie. This, I feel like it would fit at the table, but it's not quite the kind of bottle I'm looking for. A whole bunch of boxes, a whole building, because, right, a car, carpet, cell? Oh, like cells, like biology. Okay, also no. Chest clocks. Oh, like a sophisticated clock. This would be fun to have, just for the sake of it running really quickly. It's pointed punchies. Not the picture. This parent. Yep, keep transform. Okay, the entire animation will be 750 frames. Because... well, it has to be something. Also, well, if it's gonna be that long, then we really need to nail the fire. We gotta nail it. So let me see again. How does it look like? Shagrag. That's what I call it. Disgusting, honestly. I feel like if anything, timescale is the wrong way. Or it could be a comically slow fire as well. That would actually also work. French flag in the middle of a fire. No. Stop asking me to add things in the middle of a fire. The fire is good. The fire is fire. Oh yeah, but right now in order to see if it works at all, we need to do like 150. Okay, in the meantime, let's see what other models do I have. We have the clock. Yeah. We have a cookie. We have a cookie. A crab. That's good. CRT TV. We will then need a completely different scene now I think about it. Did you know clocks in the southern hemisphere rotate counterclockwise due to the Coriolis effect? I did know that, yeah. I once went to the southern hemisphere just to test it. Yeah, this is true. Okay. 50, and let's just start with 50 just to see what the file looks like exactly. I think it could be worse. I don't really hate it. Yeah, I don't really hate it. Now, what I think we should also have is I'm gonna go from 100 to 700. That's how long our animation is going to be. And as such, I would like this to start with rotation 000 and then end with rotation. Oh, you are pissing me, mate. Oh, because, yeah, okay, hold on. 360. Wait, no. Apply, no. Origin to 3D cursor. Yes, and U2 origin 3D cursor. Now this one has to rotate by 360 linearly. But you know what that means? If this one is going to rotate by 360 linearly, that means that this one must rotate by 360 times 12. Which is going to be rather fast. I do like it. Don't mind the fire, it's just not simulated. I don't hate this. Okay, what else do we have? Going straight up, a lot of times how the clock faces running around it, and minute hand moves accordingly. That is not bad, but that feels like a great bit for escalation. If I make a sequel, when we make a sequel to this, when I need to amp up the room, that's when I'm gonna do it. I thought actually, yeah, I feel like I'm overdoing it by now. I do feel like I'm overdoing it a bit. Let's just have it be simple. Yeah, exactly. I agree. We need, you know what? We need to have it be simple. That's what we need. So I'm just going to add one last thing. Yep, and then this should this should do it. Why do I have a fully rigged Freddy Fazbear model? Ah, it's fully rigged and everything. Brilliant. Okay. You gimme. I want you to 700. That's how much I want you to simulate. It's gonna take a bit, so I'm just gonna let it sit. Eventually I'm gonna escalate after that, don't worry, Black Thunder. But for now, that's kind of all I wanted from it. There is one more thing I'll need to do. That will require more thinking and such. Yes. That will require more planning, which I'm not gonna do today. So next! Yeah, I would say for now we did enough. Rotate again! Tell me what next! Oh, you are... Fuck, damn it! Fine. There's one shitpost I wanted to make. Because, well, this is gonna be quick. But I mean, it's so close to the mask video. The mask video would have been actually fun to work on. I just am trying to declutter as much of my drive. And this requires as much, you know, this requires me to get as many recordings as I can. I didn't have this on my drive. I feel like I have it recorded on the camera, not on my drive. Well, that's even more brilliant. Give me a second. Because that means I need to actually open up the... Oh, jeez. Gee whiz, gee willikers, even. Alright, hold on. Oh, did I even record? Oh, give me a second. I need to make sure it's the right one. Might not be. No, it is. It is the right recording. It's from that live stream, I don't know if you remember. That live stream. Basically, I have this footage on my card and I don't have the heart to delete it, but I definitely don't have the space to have it. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna just edit it into a quick shitpost and then I'll be able to delete it without any feeling of guilt. That's how I deal with all my problems. Give me a second, Premiere still starting. Have to go. Alright, see you X Gaming, have a good one. Okay. Timeline, very important. Give me. What was I even doing that stream? What was I supposed to do that stream? No, maybe not what I was doing, because what I was doing is pretty clear. I was setting things on fire. Most of these things are still on my desk, including the open set of precision knives. That is still, in fact, on my desk. The cell, almost everything actually. Maybe I should just delete it. So exact zero. You know what? Everyone, I'm really sorry. But I think I might have to deal with a bit of an emergency. Nothing major, but I might need to go and do one thing. So, I'm sorry for cutting the stream so shortly and abruptly. But such is life. Such is life, I will make it. I'll see you, well, either tomorrow or in a couple of hours. I don't know what I'm gonna stream next. It's a lottery. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.